Hello, everybody. Welcome to this version of Do It Differently with Susan Shatzer. Welcome, Susan. Bethany's also in the house visiting Florida. Amazing. So, this is just such an exciting time. We're all going through the roller coaster of life. And it's so great to have your steady hand beside us, Susan, to just make sure that all this junk is cleared that we have. Get it. So great. So just if you're watching from home, I'm going to ask everyone to grab a pendulum because we do work with the pendulum. And
Oh,
I'm going to
really?
get mine too. So, do you have any words before we start, Susan and Bethany?
We are prepared to kick some energetic butt. Let's get rid of the stuff that no longer serves you. Get rid of the stuff that has been keeping you stuck and tethered. Get rid of the things that your ancestors passed down that you have no idea about, doesn't make any sense whatsoever, and it is time for that to go.
Yep. I was just talking to my parents today and I was like noticing all these patterns that are like generational repeats. And I was like, asking us to heal. So it's really, really cool. So, welcome to our members. If you're watching live and you get curious and want to work with Susan, you can go to our lightnet.org/join and be healed by Susan today. So here we go. Who's first? Can I get a hand raise up with our members to see who wants to go first? Okay, Oriana. Excellent. Welcome, Oriana. Take it away, Susan.
Hey, hi, Susan.
Hey, gorgeous. How are you doing?
Well, me and my friends here are doing fine. I have to bring my dolphin, don't you know?
Yes. So cool. So great having you here. So I should probably just kind of share a little bit because we have so many like brand new people here tonight. And I love the men that are here. Men, like props out to you guys. Like I'm digging this. We got some XY chromosome thing going on here now.
Actually,
So,
Susan, it's the second time for me. I was in one of your previous classes.
oh yeah? All
Yeah.
right. Two for two. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Um, so yeah, like what are we doing here? Like why are we brought here? Why are we here together? So we are divinely guided. And we've been brought here today because there's something either in you, a question you have, or within your energy field that was like, you know what, this would be a good idea. Or this sounds like kind of fun. Or, you know what, I've got this free space, maybe I'll show up. And for all of you that are listening live, like it's also that way for you too. So all of the live stream feeds that are happening on all the YouTube channels, know that you are not here by accident. There is not a coincidence. Yeah. Like your higher self has like pre-planned for you to have this experience. And whether you're here for you or you could be here for someone else. So sometimes people will come on and ask for something that's going on for them. And what happens is it triggers other people. And other people like, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's me too. So you not only get like your clearing, what it is that has you locked, blocked, and stopped, but you're also going to free up other people. And we'll check it out in the chat because you'll be able to see who else it resonates with. And then on top of that, every time you're willing to give up, a belief, a judgment, a separation, a calculation, a computation, you free up hundreds of thousands of other people who are helping you hold it in place and validate your reality. How many of you have woken up or remember saying, see, I told you it was like that. There it is. See, I told you he was like that. See, I told you that was going to happen. Yeah. So what we think about, we talk about, what we talk about, we bring about. And so that's where the whole, what you put your intention on, becomes your reality. There's also an element of what's in the subconscious, which is what scientists have proven creates your reality. So I work with an angelic team, I've got a galactic team, I've got an indigenous teams, and these teams are supporting the higher self. So we're all here together. So it's sort of like the triangle, the trifecta, the pyramid. You're on top, your teams are down here holding you up, and I'm the lines that connect the dots. So I love that. And I love more people are popping in. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah. So what you're going to do is think about, what is the biggest problem that you have? What is the greatest challenge that you're facing right now? What are the issues that you sort of keep you up at night or wake you up early in the morning, or that, people love to tell you what your problem is. It's like, you know what your problem is? This is it. my dad was talking with Bethany and I today. He's up in Vermont, and he goes, "Yep, I'm the problem. That's what it is. No, you're the problem, Susan." So we do this whole "you're the problem, I'm the problem" thing back. It's a running joke with the family, but people do not hold back, and they will tell you exactly what your problem is and exactly why it is that you have this problem, and then how you can fix it. Does anybody have friends like that? Coworkers, people who like tell you what your problem is, how you can where you got it, what your problem is, how big it is. This is a really big problem for some people, and then how to fix it. So cool. So as you're delving deep down into what brought you here today, yeah, let's go ahead and clear the space to use our pendulums. So some people use pendulums, some people use I call this lock and key. Yeah, some people can do their fingers, some people lean forward and back. Some people just know, they just get the answer, they just get the awareness. It's a yes or it's a no, right off the top. And there's no wrong way of doing it. It's just we start out with pendulums in the beginning to give people the tool to get reconnected with their bodies so they can have greater ease. So anytime you work with a pendulum, we call it a question session. That's what we're going to be doing tonight, is going to be asking some questions. You are looking to clear your field because we've all come in contact with what I call people, pets, and problems. So you've been to work, or you've been home, or you've been to church, or you've watched a football game and your team won or your team lost. You've had text messages, email, phone calls, like all kind of stuff. What?
Walmart.
What? We just got back from Walmart. That was a discovery in and of itself. Yeah, like you talk to people and they look at you like, what? I'm like, it's not that difficult. What aisle would the tissues be in? Yeah. So we have those experiences when we go out. Yeah. So you've come in contact with other people's things. Maybe you watched the news, had a phone call from someone, and all of that is energy. So not only the food we eat, the clothes we wear, and the technology we're using, but also our thoughts, feelings, and emotions are also energy. And they're impacting and influencing and interacting with our energy field. So in order to properly muscle test so you can have success with it using a pendulum, or leaning forward, however you choose to do it, we've got to get you with just your energy alone. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and do that by having all the extra energies move away from you. So go ahead, everybody, take a deep breath in. Yeah. And we're going to ask truth. All the extra energies that are with us now, please move away in 500 trillion directions and for 500 trillion miles on 3. Out on 3 and they leave. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah. Can you feel that? How many people the mind chatter has kind of disappeared? Yeah, how many people can just feel their being go, oh yeah, don't have to hold that in place. That's pretty chill. That's cool too. Like you just felt yourself kind of relax into the body. Nice. All right, cool. So now that you've got that, go ahead and take your pendulum. And the easiest way is to cut it in half, cut it in short. If you hold it by the end, pretty much it's too long and Earth is flying through the universe at trillions of miles an hour. And so it's going to start to sway just by itself. So in order to keep that from happening, you want to cut it in half, place your hand underneath it, and then look over the top. So you look over the top and you look right down your pendulum line and you can see your palm underneath it. So if you're watching Bethany and I do it, yeah, it's just like this. You got it. So you 0 point it out by placing it on the bottom of your hand. Then you're going to lightly raise it to neutral and you're going to ask, truth, show me a yes. So without moving your hands, your wrists, your arm, your body, your pendulum is going to start to swing in a specific direction. And this is how your body would like to communicate with you today by providing you with a yes. All right, cool. So go ahead and 0 point it out back on your palm. Lightly raise it to neutral so it's not spinning and ask truth, body, show me a no. So it is going to start to move in another direction, which does not have to be the opposite direction. Nice. So if you've got pen and paper, you can go ahead and take a note as to what is your yes and what is your no. The key thing to remember is if your pendulum gives you anything other than that yes or that no, that doesn't mean it's not working. That doesn't mean you can't do it. What that means is ask another question because the answer could be yes and no. And that's where people kind of get messed up a little bit because they're like, it's not working. It does it. And then I ask again and it gives me a different answer. I'm like, well, because it could be 2 different answers. So it's good to kind of know that. Do we do this every time we do a question session? Yes. You clear first, you ask for the yes, you ask for the no. We say truth first because this gets our mind out of the way and our body's more conscious than we are. So cool. Does anybody in YouTube land or here on the call with us on Zoom have any questions as to the pendulum and how it works? Any questions as to the answers or the information you received when you did it? Yes, no, maybe, uh-huh. My God, we have experts in the room. I'm digging this. All right.
It looks like we're good here. Oh God.
I know. I was
Here
like,
we go. It's always synchronistic. We're always healing each other. So here we go. I'm curious to see what's going to happen today. Oriana is first.
okay, because I was going to say, we're going to have you raise your hand because then that'll take them up to the top. If that's good. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so remember, if you're watching online on YouTube, welcome. If you want to get backstage for healing, just go to ourlightnet.org/join. Ariana is going to be first. And if you want to get a healing today, raise your hand and that will be the line, the cue. Okay, here we go.
Perfect. Hey, gorgeous.
Hi. Well, here we are. So when last we met, you had helped me with um, being trapped, feeling trapped. And
Yes.
it was, I could feel that was an amazing clearing. And uh, like soon after, maybe even the next day, there was a sense of, like a whole nother layer coming up. And what I was getting is this sense of being told to get off the slave ship and recognize it's all a slave ship. The whole thing has to be let go, like set free. And somehow coming in to do that and feeling the only way to do that is to go all the way inside and set it free. And being terrified.
So what is your question?
The question that came to me that I immediately censored with, can I do this? That that what a crazy thing to try and do. Step all the way inside and fly the whole world home. Which is exactly what I thought I was doing when I was 3 years old and stepped through a fairy ring and went, whoa, talking lights. Yeah, what do I want to do? I want to fly the whole world home. That's right, I'm supposed to fly. Yeah.
I love it, Ariana. So you're wondering if this is what you're supposed to be doing, or you're wondering if this is what you can do, or you should do, or you ought to do. Where, help me hone in as to like, where is the discrepancy for you?
It feels like it's what I am doing and feeling this. Um, let me quickly say I worked with Dr. Stephen Greer in contact with level 10 civilization. Level 10 civilization, as he's designated, is the only level that can actually transmute this level 0 civilization that we're on. And so stepping in required the signal from level 10 has to be received, fully received. And in order to do that, someone had to be willing to go all the way inside a physical form. Level 10 is what Stephen Greer calls trans-dimensional, beyond dimension of any physical universe.
Yep.
And so going all the way inside and being inside a physical form and knowing the moment I become aware, oh, I'm not that, and I'm here to receive the signal, well, now what? Because that now what is beyond my knowing. Not sure.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Exactly. Yes. It's the unknown. It's like there's no foundation. You can't Google this.
no, it's totally unknowable. Stepping in, what I realize is that falling in until I could finally feel that just I willed my, and I bungee jumped twice over backwards 170 feet off these bridges in New Zealand and found that to get past that level of fear of doing this, because that's what it felt like, literally like, oh, and then going all the way inside to feel the fear and feel where it's fearless, that moment of, oh, that's right, I'm supposed to fly. And what I've been discovering is this feeling of falling is if I can tune into it as falling in love, because there is no bottom, it's unknowable depth. There is only still deeper. And that's where I begin to feel the movement, motion that arrives and arises in one pulse that is the universe born alive, heart first. And the signal then that comes in is the first heart beat. And it's encoded inside every heart beat. Well, how do you make your heart beat? The first time.
So is that your question for me? How do you make your heart beat the first time?
That was the question I asked that got me here.
Okay, that's the question you asked that got you there. Okay. So is it the level of fear, Ariana? Because it feels like you're past that. It's like, who would you be if you became that? Is it, how would I recognize myself?
It's more like this. It sounds crazy when I start talking about it. And it's a crazy thing to do. But it's only crazy if I don't complete it. If then it's a crazy thing to do. But if it works, it's like the Wright brothers. What a crazy thing to do. You think you can pedal this thing fast enough to get it off the ground?
I was going to say, you remind me of Roger Bannister. He is the gentleman who broke the 4-minute mile. Everybody, doctors, physicists told him there is no way the physical body can do less than a 4-minute mile. Like the heart will explode, the lung will explode, you will die, you will be killing yourself. So it's like you have all of that as well on you about you're crazy, and he was crazy for trying it. And yet he went ahead and did it. And when he did it, it initiated other people that were then able to do it, repeat it very quickly in the future. But it took so many years of the Olympic and the marathon guys trying to break it. So congratulations for one, signing up, two, showing up, and three, you're going to execute your plan.
Okay. When I was with Dr. Steve and Greer just last month, the first time over 15 years ago, and then last year when I made contact originally, and then this last month going to see him and really feeling like, oh, I could be beamed aboard, I can get out of, yeah. And instead it was we can't beam you aboard the mothership, you're trapped. Oh, and so feeling that I'm trapped and then having to really talk internally to, no, I'm not trapped. I'm not trapped. It's one more step, one more. And that one more step is off the abyss to where there's no depth. And feeling that inside, where that balance becomes the dynamic balance of all that is moving motion and bringing the whole planet into alignment with that coherence of the heart that allows every heart to have coherence. So that's that's a crazy thing to do, is to step into where you're more trapped. I mean, that's what it feels like to me. That's why it's like, oh no, what you did, what? You stepped in deeper? What?
Yeah, it's sort of like whatever it takes. Do you know what I mean? It's like we got here, but we didn't have an instruction manual. We didn't get here with blueprints. We got here with, all right, I'm stepping through this fairy circle. Look at all these lights. Check it out. I'm gonna fly. You got your walking papers at an early age, sister. Yeah. Love it.
Yeah.
So are you looking for permission?
Maybe. I'm not even sure. I'm not,
A party,
I'm not,
applause.
Can I suggest something here? I think think I know what you're saying. It's like sometimes when you're standing on the edge of doing something like that, and this has happened to me when I was about to teleport, and I was like, oh my God, no, like I cannot get back. Like this is going to leave me where I'm trapped outside. Like I could, so yeah, I think it's like removing this final piece of fear, like almost like creating an umbilical cord back to here so that you can come back. Like you can go out there with your, astral traveling and all that stuff.
Yeah, but
But
saying
like making sure you can get back maybe is what your soul is like feeling like you want a little bit more assurance if you're going to go try to do all this stuff that you're not going to be trapped or like go too far. I don't know. That's just what kind of
think this is quite opposite. That this is see, it's not going out there. Like the field isn't out there. That's the whole point. It's
Yep.
inside. The other side of the universe is inside, but it's not moving. Everything that you see, everything that's observable is moving, motion. Where I am is inside, not moving. And that balance point then becomes where it is the word unnerving comes to me. It literally feeling this very dynamic, delicate balance in order to maintain that motion movement. When I stepped in from the ship in a shamanic ceremony and was told I could only open this door by finding the balance point. And the only way I could find my way back through was by going all the way inside to where humankind has been blocked because we followed the 46 chromosomes. We have to enliven a route through the original DNA, which then interfaces with the non-material realm and the physical universe. And that point then is where the balance allows this opening to occur. And it is occurring in the moment, inside a heartbeat.
How cool is that, Ariana?
Yeah, so I found it now, but even talking about it, that's where it feels like, to me, it's like if I say anything, people just think I'm crazy. You stepped in and you
Oh,
just,
no, we get it. We get you. We're your peeps.
oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You got your walking papers early, sister. Yeah, you knew about them, very early, that this was the track, this was the pace, this was direction, this is who you needed to meet, this is what you needed to learn, this is what was required. Now you're at the precipice of actually bringing it full circle from learning, practicing, trying to, we're gonna do it. Game on.
Come on, we're doing it.
Yay. Very excited for you.
Well,
And you are not crazy.
oh, good.
You're
Good.
beautiful, but you're not crazy. Then there's beautiful crazy like Bethany.
Yeah. Well, I was just got a picture of that moment when in the movie Contact, when Jodie Foster is just about to walk across that little way to get into the ship and go who knows where to how, and her love interest says, "You must be the bravest woman in the world." And she says, "The bravest or the craziest?" And
Yeah.
that's really how I feel. Like,
Yeah.
it's such a crazy thing to step in and think they could make it all the way back through. And remember who I am from the origin,
Yep.
apart from that moment I know I'm not existing in this form, that moment being totally more what Zenko was on about, saying that being going one step beyond, like, oh, step into the abyss, whatever that is, it's a step beyond anything I've known. And in that moment of just, oh, you mean you want me to what? Not exist? What? What does that feel like?
Yeah, because it's not about you.
Right.
And we've been taught that it's about us. And we've bought that and we have that program running. Would you like me to delete that for you?
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and put in the chat if this resonates with you. If you feel as though you're just very connected and you are a certain, like you are, this gender, this species, this culture, you have this background, this religion, like all the things that we identify as, basically Ariana's asking to like remove all of that and be this neutral flow of energy so she can slip in and slip out. Is that what I hear you asking for?
Yeah, it's the signal is actually arriving and I'm the transceiver, so I'm
Yes,
receiving it and
yes,
transporting it simultaneously
yes,
in the pulsed rhythmic pattern that's a nonlinear language.
yes,
That's what I'm here to do. That's what I stepped in to do.
yes.
And having to, I can feel myself, I start shaking when I even start talking about it. Like they're gonna burn me as the witch, had that feeling to me, like this isn't a safe place to show up and say anything. And yet here I am at LightNet and feeling I can say something.
Yeah, we both got burned at a different time. Not this time, sister. Yeah, so it feels like we're going to remove all of the identifying markers that are identifying you as you now, so you can be in free flow
Yes,
and receive without judgment, calculation, computation, separation, those. Does that sound good?
yes, that's
Okay,
it.
cool. So nice. Everybody take a deep breath in. Nice. So, truth, all the thoughts, feelings, and emotions that you have, everything you were taught, everything you were bought, everything that they sold you, everything you installed, everything you have running in the background, everything that has created your reality now in the past and what's projected for the future. Yeah, everywhere you have a form, structure, and a significance set up, everywhere you've fold, cut, staple, and pasted yourself in the box of this reality to fit in all of the constructs that have been created, known and unknown, said and unsaid, acknowledged and unacknowledged, out on three, and they leave. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Nice. How does that feel now?
Like a cloak falling away, and I can feel this is what I've been trained and training others to do is to feel the sensation of moving from the point of not moving and the pulsing alive. The universe is alive. It's being born. Heart.
Congratulations. So happy for you.
Yeah, it
Thank you,
feels
thank
much
you, thank
more
you.
sensate, like being
Nice.
feel in a much more refined, pulsing, alive. Oh, I can almost feel being caressed by it. Like,
Yeah,
wonderful.
that was that little extra twist, the Susan twist.
Is that this?
Thank you, Ariana, for coming today.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank
Keep
you.
us posted. Important mission.
I mean, the
Important
feathers.
mission. So
The dolphin are very happy. Thank you.
You're ecstatic.
good, good.
Yeah.
Steve, you are up next. Here we go.
Hey
Let
there.
Susan know what's going on with you, blocks, things that are patterns, stuck patterns, anything you want to heal. Here we go.
I've been I've been offloading all the stuff I don't need. I've collected way too much um, other people's burdens, and since 2024, I've been just flushing it and using an excavator, like a backhoe sized excavator to dig deep because I have experienced childhood trauma and I had some treatment for it at the time, but it's still there. And I'm trying to live more in alignment with my soul and in the moment, being creative and going with the flow and not being burdened by what isn't mine to carry anymore.
Awesome. That's so being in choice and choosing for you.
Living life on purpose.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So how can I be of service? What question do you have for me?
How can I flush the residual toxins of childhood trauma?
Cool. So what happens is the cream rises to the top, Steve, and then you're able to like scrape the cream off, just like cream and milk and butter and that kind of a thing. So the body can only receive so much change at one time. That's why we can't snap our fingers and like all of a sudden everything shifts. Like we still have a physical body, there's still molecules. So all the work you've been doing, your body plays Tetris. And so it goes click, 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 click. So as you chunk out the old, in comes the new the molecules click back into place. So you have more space within there to then your cup has less in it. So you can choose what you'd like to have in your cup. So it's dual fold. The work you're doing is eliminating the old. And the second thing is you are creating more space in your cup to invite in that which you like to have. And because like attracts like, it's like the highest frequency that we can be, which is just below God's consciousness, is gratefulness. So the suggestion would be that anywhere at any time you're not in gratefulness would be something to take a look at, because there's something there that's dropping your frequency. And what happens is when your frequency is dropped, you're open to lots of other things happening, because like attracts like. So it's sort of and so your body would kind of like some timestamp retrieval. So a timestamp is when your soul stamps a moment in time based on a traumatic event, whether it's emotional, mental, physical, chemical, spiritual, financial. And what happens is you start to mark your present moment based on that trauma. So for us, we're Gen X. So for us, it was 9/11 was the real super, super duper big one. Like the planes come down, the borders are closed, like everybody's scampering to get home. And what happens is you start marking your time based on that. So we all started to hear ourselves say, so did I meet you before 9/11 or was that after 9/11? Or you'll talk about, the towers came down, like the trauma of the people that were there, the trauma of the first responders, the trauma of the people that were witnesses there, the trauma of the aftermath of everyone that was lost. And then you start to go, so, I wonder what I'll do today. I wonder what's going to be fun this afternoon, or I wonder, if I'm going to apply for a new job today, or check out and try a new relationship. When you start to create your present moment based on the past, you've already dropped your frequency, so you can only go in with that and then have to pump it up from there. So that's how you know if you have a timestamp. So if you've, lost a house, lost a job, and I'm just giving things that like are basics, like, you lost a pet, a relationship, a family member, any of those kind of things are all considered trauma.
Yep.
Your car was repoed, your house was repossessed. You talk about, wait, was that before or after the divorce? Did that happen before or after, the house went into foreclosure? Basically, what you're doing is your soul is letting you know that's a timestamp and it's time to bring it back. So maybe that would be something, Zenka, we could do, is we could do timestamp retrievals. We could bring them back for people because we do it in like 4 different categories. Like we bring all the babies. So like baby Stephen, baby Zenka, baby Bethany back to this now moment, and they get integrated into the soul to have a whole soul. And then we go get toddler Stephen, toddler Zenka, toddler Bethany. We bring all the toddlers of us back, and then teenager, and then adult. An adult is anything that's like, 1 second ago further. And they're all indicated based on how your soul. So wherever you were at whatever time on whatever planet, spaceship, asteroid, time zone, frequency, timeline, whatever it happens to be, whatever your soul designated that as, we bring them back. So like we're not actually whole souls until we can get those timestamps back, because there are pieces of us that have been stamped, and it sort of looks like, do you guys remember when you were in school and the teacher would get like the smiley face stamp or a star stamp, and she would like get the little ink pad and she would like ink it up like this? Like we didn't get that in Gen X. Like this is the next generation would get all of these like participation things. Yeah, so you were on green today, whatever it is, and here's your stamp, like all this gratification for them. So it's like the stamp is stamping, and then you run out of ink and you have to go back over and stamp it again. Well, that's what happens with our soul. Our soul is like dropping timestamps that mark the traumas that we've had, and then we bring them all back, and it's a whole soul. And it is unbelievable the results that people see. Like things come in with ease, they have connections, there's not this wonky energy. They're, when they make phone calls, they go right through, they're not put on hold. Like everything just ends up being a lot smoother because there's not that force of friction being there.
Susan, so what does it mean to get a timestamp back, get your timestamp back? Does that mean to no longer have that traumatic event mark that time, have that marker?
Yeah, so it's sort of like leaving breadcrumbs. So we go back and we pick up the breadcrumbs that the soul left. And as we bring them forward, there's no judgment, there's no right or wrong. We integrate them back into through your heart, we expand out, and in doing that, you have your whole soul back. So you don't have those traumatic frequencies in your field. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So this is one of the sacred ceremonies I do with clients when we work together.
Timestamp retrieval.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's called. Yep, it's a sacred ceremony. Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. So we don't ever actually like get done with like removing everything, like, and it's this childhood, but how many other childhoods were there? That kind of a thing. But we do know that the cream will rise to the top, that's the cream that's ready to get removed. This is why, when Bethany and I are working, we're on summits and podcasts and whatnot, we're working with people, we're like, look, what's the biggest problem right now? Because whatever that is right now, that's the cream that's at the top that's ready to be removed. Tomorrow, it may be something else. But right now, that's what we got going on. Did that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thanks, Steve, for being here.
All right. So is there anything we can do to chunk out a section of that trauma for Steve right now before we move on?
So we're not chunking out trauma. It's like, it's just where the soul time.
Removing the reference point?
Yeah, well, we would bring the timestamps back, but it would be in 4 sections. The infant Steve, toddler Steve, teenager Steve, and adult Steve. But so his question was, can I like just get rid of all the rest of my childhood trauma? And the awareness is that it's not possible because the body can only receive so much change at one time. So that's why whatever's more important right now, whatever the big problem is, we scrape that off. That's what we're able to delete now. That's why we do this quarterly. So people can come in, we can kind of get rid of that cream that rose to the top, send you on your way for some ease, joy, and, and fun, bring you back the next quarter, get the next layer that's popped up to the top. Did that make sense, Zenka?
Yes, it did. It did.
Steve,
Okay.
thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for asking these questions.
Thank you.
Okay, so Kel is next. Kel, you're up.
Kind of multitasking. I'm putting a plant stand together.
That's so funny.
And my problem is the same
writing
problem.
a book over here. Bethany's she's writing a book. She
Progress.
I swear to God.
Yeah, can't let shit get in the way.
And she's left-handed, so she keeps she
I am
keeps
too.
telling me, you're left-handed too.
Well, I'm just playing my fiddle so she could, hear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
All right, girlfriend. So what is the biggest problem that is happening with you? What's going on?
One problem I always have, money. I've got to have money and I can't figure it out.
Yeah. So
Pissing me off.
yeah, well, you designate money as a problem. So guess what it's going to be?
I don't know how not to. I don't know how not to. I have been fighting with this for my entire life and I'm sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it. Pardon my language. I'm so mad right now. I'm so mad right now.
I think she's sick of it. She is. Okay. Yeah.
You remember when we did that thing for me with the chain? We should do that with Kel and all of us together. That was so profound. I started making money right after you did that. Just putting that out there.
Tell me again, what were we doing?
With the chain and the ball, and you did a thing, and you ran us through like a thing about letting go of the ball and chain. Do you remember? It was a long time ago, like it was a few months ago. But it was really good. You did that, and it really changed my life, and it might change Kel's as well. Just putting it out there.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So, Kel, anything and everything that works so well, would you like to have some of that now?
Sure.
All right, cool. So everybody take a deep breath in. Yeah, so anything and everything that aligns and agrees and resists and reacts to receiving a different possibility with money, wealth, and abundance. All of the chains, the balls, the locks, the poverty, the imprisonment, the debt collector, all the lifetimes where you were in charge of the treasure, in charge of the treasury, where you were enforcing the currency of the kingdom, the money flow, your cities, states, countries, and kingdoms. Would you be willing to destroy and create and remove that now? Out on 3 and it leaves. 1, 2, 3. Nice. So do you have a 10% account?
What's that?
Okay, cool. Definitely going to want to take this down. So the Bible tells us that 10% is a tithing amount.
Tithing. I have no income. I have no money to put anywhere. So no.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So this is what's going to happen is a 10% account. So if you have no job, then that would be like the first place to start. So everywhere we've like I remember when I first moved to Florida, I was a Walt Disney World dancer, yeah, but there was like, more income required. as I kind of got settled in here. Because we didn't get paid a whole lot of money as Disney dancing, and you were blocked time, like it was a 4-hour parade or it was a 4 or 5 hour thing. So it's not like you got 8 hours, 40 hours a week. So I needed to supplement it. So I started in a temp agency, and I started temping for work in the area. And it was like you would get the call, or the day before, you would know, you would go, that's what you would be doing, and then you got paid.
I used to be a temp. I was a temp recruiter for a long time.
Okay, cool. So that's an avenue you can tap into. So
here's the problem. Here's the problem with a job. I either need to get a job or start my fucking business. If I get a job, I'll never start my business. A job won't help me.
Yeah, that's the problem. The problem is you've already decided that that's the way it's going to be. I have lots of clients who have a job because that's what gives them the financial stability that keeps their energy and frequency up, so they're not in panic.
See, that'll drain me. If I have to go to a job, it will drain me.
Okay, Cal, you are totally in conclusion. You've already decided that that's not going to work. Being in the question is where the infinite possibility field is able to meet you, and you're able to take a look at what's possible. So it may not be a 40-hour week job. It may be a 20-hour week job, and you do you start your business. Like, it can be both. It can be one, the other, or both. It can be a combination of 3 things. You know, there may be someone who needs a tutor at nighttime after school. I don't know.
I'm ADHD. I have very specific limits. I only have so much energy. I only have so much I can do.
Right.
I can't do 3 jobs. I can't do, it's, you know,
yeah.
I've tried all of this. It's not like I'm just saying, no. I've tried all of this.
Right.
I can't get any of it to work.
So here's where we're going to move outside the box. So the infinite possibility field is what God's aware of, not what you're aware of. So you've tried everything that you're aware of. It's not worked. You've tried everything everybody else has been aware of. You've probably Googled it, searched it, chat GPT'd it.
Why? I've been applying for jobs for months. Nobody will even call me. I can't get a response. I can't get anything.
Yes, exactly. So what if it's not about anything that we know? Because we only know this much, but God's source has the infinite possibility field to play with. And those are where the things are that will work for you. And it will show up in a way that you never thought possible.
Everybody says that. People have said that, told me that my whole life. It's never happened. It's happened maybe once or twice. Like, that doesn't work for me either.
Yeah.
That just makes me sit on my ass and wait for shit to happen.
Right. Yeah. So it's interesting, because what question could you ask that would shift this?
I don't even know.
So anytime you're in the question, you're empowering yourself. Anytime you're not in the question, you're not empowering yourself.
The only questions I ever ask are, how can I fix this?
Yeah. So how can I fix this means it's been broken. What if it's not broken and nothing needs to be fixed? You just need to move on to the next thing and like stop doing whatever that is. So I'm going to give you some questions. Would you be willing to write them down?
Sure.
Okay, cool. So these are going to be open-ended questions. These are going to be questions that you don't necessarily have an answer for. And I just put the air quotes up, an answer for about it. So it's like, what else is possible here that I'm not aware of? What else is possible here that I'm not aware of?
And my brain goes, if I knew that answer to that, I'd be aware of it.
Exactly. You're not supposed to figure it out. You're connecting with the molecules These questions are what connect in with the molecules being consciousness.
Yeah.
And you're asking them to support you. Let them come up. So here's another one. So how could it get better than it is now? How can it get better than it is right now? How can life get better than it is right now? And then the third one that is asking to be shared with you, because I've got your teams here, is what am I not willing to acknowledge? What am I not willing to acknowledge that if I did, could change everything? I wish there was a light switch I could flip for you, Cal. I wish there was, you know, just like the magic pill, like what is it, red and blue?
Mm-hmm.
The red and blue. Sometimes I think red and green. Maybe
No, it's the
just
red and blue.
red and blue pill. Do you know what I mean? Like
Very close,
everything,
Jason.
everything.
Which one do you have, the red or blue?
In which direction? But that's not actually like how it works. We're co-creating with the molecules here. So in a situation, my car got damaged. And it could have been easy for me to go into this is terrible, this is awful, I can't believe this happened, like, you know, all of the wrongness of it. Instead, I was in the question of, well, check out all the damage my car just got. I'm like, no, what is available to me that wasn't available until my car got jacked? Right? Like, I'm totally divinely guided with everything. Either you are or you aren't. Like, you can't be a little bit pregnant. So whether it's good or what this reality says is totally bad, I'm still divinely guided, and I'm still going to be in the question because that's going to create something new coming in. And I'm like, all right, so my car got jacked. Everybody's fine. Nobody got hurt. Nobody got killed. It's not that kind of a thing. But my car just got jacked. And I was like, well, all right. Yeah, this happened. Okay, universe, you know, like what else is possible now? I even throw in crazy possible. It's okay, Ariana. How does it get crazy possible now? What's next on the crazy possible train? And it's been like, you know, like, yeah. And when other things come up, I'm like, so I asked, so truth, like my car getting, you know, like fender bender kind of a thing, like my car getting wrecked, like, is that what I've been asking for? That's a great question. So truth, is that what I've been asking for? And I got a yes. Not asking for my car to get messed up, but I'm asking for a lot of other things in life. However, this obviously had to happen first in order for me to get to the next thing that I've been asking for. So I'm so excited that my car got damaged because my next, you know, awesome, cool, great thing that I've been asking for is like coming up. I'm like, all right, let's get this party started. No judgment. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's like when we judge something as being wrong, bad, terrible, then nothing else can show up because you've already designated it that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Was that
And
helpful?
I'm aware of all this. I just don't know how not to do it.
Yeah. Well, when you start to hear, are you aware of it when you hear yourself doing it?
Mhm.
Okay. So that's when you take a deep breath in. You're like, everything and everything this is, out you go on 3 and you blow it out and you let it go. Just delete it right out of your, just delete it right out. The other thing too is like you're so super uber aware that all these thoughts, feelings, and emotions you have, like 99.9% of them aren't even yours, Cal.
Yeah.
Like You're picking them up from so many other people, but because you hear them in your head, you're thinking them and you're going, okay, well, that's my thought and that's what's happening. And this is, do you know what I mean? And like, that's not even
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. Yeah, I know there's a lot of that. I mean, I live in a boomer condo complex, 55 plus, that's really 75 plus. And we just had a nasty blow come to us. We have a $10,000 assessment, and people can't handle it. They can't deal with that.
Yeah.
So the mood around here is not real good.
No. And so knowing that you're receiving that not very good mood and frequency, like just give yourself a little break, you know? Ask all the extra energies that are with you to move away. You know, give yourself some self-care, like do that salt scrub. Leave it on for the 8 minutes. Dissolve that Velcro layer that you've got on your skin. That's, you know, our biggest organ that we have. You know, let it be supple and smooth and hydrated so things aren't sticking to you.
Well, that's a good idea. Taking Epsom salt bath.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And then oils, essential oils, you can add those to the bath. You can put those on your skin. Those are
Yeah, I have
absorbed.
a good set. Yeah,
Oh, good.
yeah, I have a
Awesome.
nice selection.
The other thing is when you are in beta, like fight or flight, like what is going on? What is happening? You know what I mean? You're just like you're at
Hmm.
wit's end. Go ahead and look up alpha binary beats on
Hmm.
YouTube. And
Okay.
you're gonna
I
alpha
do.
be
Yeah, I have a lot of binaural beats too. I have
okay.
tons.
Okay, cool. Well, there's different states to pick from. So beta is fight or flight.
Yeah, yeah. I
Alpha,
usually go with theta or delta.
okay,
I have an
delta.
epsilon one, but I don't know if I actually get there or not.
Okay. But this is going to
I'm
help.
asleep by then.
Yeah, yeah. Delta and theta, that's asleep. But alpha is the waking
Yeah.
state.
Hmm.
So if you've got a lot of emotions that are coming up and thoughts and things, go ahead and pop those in and put it on alpha
That's a good idea
and
too.
give yourself like 10 minutes because that's going to hemi sync.
Hemi-sync. Yeah.
Yeah. Was this helpful for you?
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Kel,
Mwah.
we're here for you. I look forward to our one-on-one. We're gonna figure this out. It's break
Yeah.
down, break through, man. We're gonna be breaking through. We love you. All right, Karen, you're up. What is your question, concern?
What kind of fun are we going to have today?
Yes. I met friends yesterday
Uh-huh.
and we had a great time.
Uh-huh.
And at the end of the afternoon, they started to talk about me as something nice and something very, appreciated. And one of them said, "You can't receive that, can you?" And then another one said, "Why don't we send her love? She can sit there and we see, and she receives, you know." And I had a lot of please don't and things like that. But so I decided, okay, I receive. But you must know I will start to cry. And I did. I started to cry. And after a while, I became calm and then I started to, I'm not sure it's called singing. It's more like toning, screaming. It was, it was very loud and very high tones. anyhow, what I'm wondering about, why are we crying when we receive love? Or why do I cry when we receive love?
Yeah. That's a great question. So was it mom or dad who cried when they received love growing up?
Mom and dad, mom never showed any emotions. And my father, I seldom saw he cried either, but maybe sometimes he cried looking at a video or something. But crying is not something I usually don't. I don't.
Right. Right. So there's this frequency of not crying. You're not supposed to cry. You were taught not to cry, is that right?
Yeah, as I was, I mean, mom was mostly at home, so, and I never saw her laugh or cry.
Right. So that's how you learned how to do joy. That's how you learned how to do love, is without any crying. Like there was no emotion. Is that
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Okay, yes.
So now you're an adult and you're receiving all of this, and it's without judgment, it's without a hook. Like there's no obligation or response. Like they're not asking for you to reciprocate. Like the love to you is coming without obligation or responsibility. And that's something you've never had. So it's sort of like a breakthrough for your body, like, oh, I can drop that wall.
Yes.
Even though
Wow.
that's true for them.
Yes. That's how it felt. It felt
Yes,
like, yeah.
I know. I'm there with you. It was powerful, wasn't it?
It was very powerful. Yes, because usually when I start to cry, when I receive, I stop crying
Yes.
quite, very
Yes.
quickly.
Yes.
But
That's what
now
you're
I
supposed
could,
to do. Yes.
now I could receive,
Yes.
and they were just sitting there.
Yay! Congratulations. It's like you broke through that childhood programming that you got.
Yeah.
And now you can be you
Yes.
and enjoy it.
Yes.
Nice.
Lovely.
Mwah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so we got Bill up next. Here we go. Hey, Bill.
Hey.
Okay, I'm unmuted. Hi guys.
Hi.
So, hi Bethany.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good.
It's so good to see.
Yes, yeah, I do still want to stay in touch with you. I think we have a connection there, so I will
Sure,
reach out to you.
definitely. I would love to talk to you.
Yes. Okay, so my question is, it's I've done a lot of classes. I've done a lot of things with LightNet. Okay, and I've been told more than once that I'm up on a higher level of consciousness than I am now. Okay. Um, I guess pretty high from the last thing I did with Zinka. Um, and my it's I was told by gosh, I don't remember who she was, but she was a medium and Zinka had it on and and who she was channeling. I have it in my notes, but told me that you are on a very high level of consciousness, but you're blocking it. Okay, and I get glimpses of it. Okay, I get glimpses, and I'll have uh some intricate dreams when I'm in the dream. I can do that. I took a class on that, and the last few that I had was very, lack of a better word, very evil, the situation I was in.
Sure.
And I was the evil. Okay,
Nice.
I was what, and I'm saying this is not me, and I'm trying to change it in my dream, and I couldn't.
Sure.
So I went into a dream within my dream,
Nice.
which was pretty heavy. So I know I've met other people even besides anybody from LightNet. I don't believe in coincidences. So you meet somebody for a reason, maybe somebody at a gas station, somebody that you gave something to, or they gave something to me. So I do a lot of meditation, and I have a chant that I do that can really block out. My mind goes blank. So I hit my correct vibration. I know where my vibration is.
So what's the biggest problem then?
So I don't know. I can't grasp it. Okay, so I get there. I feel it a lot. I feel it a lot like I'm by myself. I like before today, a lot of people would feel like you're lightheaded. It's not lightheaded. It's
Right.
my body being in tune with something. Okay, so I don't know how I've been close. I've been very close. Because when I did this with Zinka, I asked to go on the ship, and I actually asked twice, and he told me, "You asked twice, and I brought you aboard my ship, and you'll see it when you're ready to see it." Okay, and I've been right there. I've been okay. I'm moving up, and it's been like, and then gone, and then something triggers in me. I've got a really strong sixth sense, so my hair might stand up on end, but I'm not scared. It's not like I'm frightened. Now, have I been? That one dream made me wake up because I went, whoa, that was heavy because I was the center of it. So I know there's a block there because I can feel it. I can feel me almost there. I can feel me almost making contact.
Where are you going though? Tell me.
Just up to say, lack of a better word, different dimension. Different. Well, I wrote it down. So,
Bill, would you say that the dimension is on frequency? Do you feel more elevated or more constricted and restricted?
elevated, much more elevated, much more free. So I can, in my dreams, I fly, but I don't fly. It's actually like I'm leaping, and I'm leaping, but I'm leaping far, and I'm looking for my next landing, and then moving. So I know it's there. I know it's there that I wrote. Let me just see what I wrote down because I wrote it down when I was thinking. With you, let's see. Yeah, because I did it for a reason. I wanted to into my next level of consciousness, being connected. Okay, so vibration to me is very important, and I know we're all vibration. And
Can I stop you? Can I stop you here? Okay. Because there's a lot of limitations happening. And you're going all in with knowledge base and what other people have told you.
Okay, so right. Okay, so now I've had connections with beings that have told me things. Okay, so I've had that.
Yes, yes.
And
So do you
it's
use a pendulum, or do you just get the answer yes or no, or do you use?
I'm usually doing like the pendulum is the first time I've ever done it, like with what you were doing. I just took my cross that was around my neck because it's part of me.
Okay,
So yeah, so
can we
I
do a little
don't
muscle testing?
uh-huh.
Okay,
Yes.
great. Great. So you've got your pendulum there. Okay, can
Yes.
you drop your camera a little bit? Oh, here. You can have this. Here, there's a green one right here.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So did it give you a yes or a no? Which was your yes?
My yes was like forward, and my no was a little circle, a minor little change.
Okay, so a circle, was it clockwise or counterclockwise?
It was, I think it was clockwise. I was going to write it down and I wrote something else down.
Okay, that's okay.
Oh,
You can,
actually, it was counterclockwise.
oh, counter. Do you want to, because you can check again right now.
Yes. Okay.
Okay,
Let's
go ahead.
check again.
Yep, so truth, body, show me a no.
There it is.
Yeah,
So it's counterclock. I don't know if you guys can see it.
yeah, we can. Yep.
Yeah.
So, and I'm gonna also let you guys know that it's like it's the first move it makes. So sometimes they'll start to swing in a certain direction and then like take off in a different direction. So it's the first swing it kind of makes. And it can be subtle. That's still an answer. It doesn't have to be swinging, you know, like all like you don't have to
Right.
worry about getting hit with it. It can be very subtle. Okay. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you some questions and we'll all take a look and see what you come up with. Is that okay with you?
That'd be great.
Okay, cool. So you don't actually have to know what it is that I'm asking. We're just going to let the body, because the body is more conscious than you are. We try to figure it out and get the right answer, and we have points of view about things and the body doesn't. Okay? Okay, cool. So truth, Bill, are you the original occupant? No.
No.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah. Yeah, because I that was a big question for me because I feel like a new soul, not an old soul. But I was told differently.
Yeah, so we're not going to go with what other people have told you from now on.
I know. Right.
Okay, honey. Okay, so truth, um, is the original soul still in the body?
So what it did was it did, see if it does it. It was the circular.
No.
No. No.
Right. Can you tip your camera down just a little bit further so people on YouTube can kind of see too?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Sorry
cool.
guys, you don't need to see my face.
No, that's okay, but you need it a little bit further because see how you can, okay, you can lift it
Okay,
up.
hold on.
Okay, good.
Hold on. No, I'd rather do it this way.
Okay. All right, great. Okay. So truth, were you the next being in the body after the original occupant?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So truth, were there other beings that came in after you? No, let's start with one. Truth, was there a being that came in after you?
No.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Truth,
that's a trip.
what?
That's a trip because it's definitely substantial on it's not like is it going yes or is it going no? It's telling me exactly what you're asking.
You mean like giving you the awareness of exactly what I meant?
Well, it's not like, is that a yes or is that a no? It's very easy to see when this pendulum swings of
Yes.
what it, yes, that's what
Yes.
I'm saying. It's like,
Yes.
there's not any doubt.
Yes. So, Bill, that's the cool part. That's why we eliminated all the extra energies that are with you. Because when you have all of those there, all those extra energies influence your field. And if there are extra beings, they all have their own agenda. So they're going to influence that in a manner in which that would support their agenda versus what would be actually true for you. So that's why that's step one. Okay, cool. So you were the next one in, and there's not one that came in after you. So truth, is there more than one being in the body?
Yes.
Yes. Woohoo. Okay. So
It's just difficult enough just to deal with me. I don't want anybody else.
yes. Yeah, but this is going to explain so much for you. It
Yeah.
really is. It really is. So thank you for being on today. And everyone who's listening on YouTube and watching this now, like you can also use your pendulum and answer these questions for yourself as well. Yeah. So cool. Are you ready to go on, Bill?
Yep.
All right, we're gonna have some more fun. So, truth, are there more than 5 beings in the body?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, truth, are there more than 10 beings in the body?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, truth, does your body have a portal?
Hold on. Let me get this to stop. Ask the question again.
Sure. Yeah, did you raise it up to neutral? You got it. So, truth, does the body have a portal?
Yes.
Okay. So, truth, does your body have more than one portal?
Yes.
Okay. Truth, does
And
your body what?
I'm just saying anytime it wants to say no, it can.
You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Okay.
So truth, does your body have a trapdoor?
No.
Okay, cool. Truth, does your body have a back door?
Yes.
Okay, I am going to designate you number 7. Bill, so you're going to be number 7. Nice. So you said yes to the back door. So truth, do you have more than one back door?
I'm a lefty too, so
Yeah, my son's a lefty. Bethany's a lefty. They're cool. Love my lefties. Love them.
yes.
Yes. Okay, cool. Okay, so truth, am I speaking with number 3?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So go ahead, you can raise your camera up. Yeah, so we can decipher this a little bit for you now. So what happens is souls come down on earth to have a human experience. And they select, that's my hand, they pre-select their experiences that they're going to have for their soul's evolution, which is why they come down here, because earth is not like, a super happy, fun, joy place. Yeah. So what happens is sometimes souls don't need an entire lifetime for their evolution. They may just need like 4 months in utero or like 3 months on the planet as a toddler, or up to a teenage, or from teenage to middle age. A lot of times the body has housed different spirits at different times, spirit being soul, source, whatever that frequency is for you, to have that experience. And you've kind of sometimes prearranged it, or you've been like out there, okay, yeah, yep, I'll go ahead and I will take that person's offer. So sometimes we've said in our lifetimes, you know what, I'm done. This is it. This is over. I'm out. Like, I just can't bear this anymore. Like, this just, not that we, right?
I just did it. I just retired and I was in Wabash, Indiana, woke up on May 10th, Saturday, and said, I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to go be close to the family and find my purpose, which I think I did through the Purpose Lab. Took me a long time, but yeah, so I have moved to Idaho, changed everything.
I kind of know. So like, I'm in your reality. And I kind of knew all this ahead of time, like with it, but because I'm big on empowering you, we needed you to actually get the awarenesses of this. So you weren't the first being in the body. So you weren't the one born in, you were the one that walked in, stepped in. The original being's not in the body now, you were next. There are other beings in the body. For the most part, well, there's more than 10 at this point. We know that. So that's when we shift a portal. So yeah, you've got portals, no trapdoors, you've got multiple back doors. And when we would work together, we would also check your energy field as well. So when I designated you as number 7, that's so I can find out who's in the driver's seat. Yeah. So not only are you not the original occupant, you have portals and back doors, multiple of them. So what that means is there are beings going in and out through portals, energies, frequencies. So at any given time, you could have an infinite amount of beings with you. Hence the mind chatter that a lot of people have. At the same time, you're not in the driver's seat as well. So when people go, I'm done, they are like, I'm not driving anymore. Somebody else can drive my car. I'm going to slide into the passenger seat. I'm going to buckle up. I'm going to be a participant, but I'm not going to be in charge. Or they're like, you know what? This is so, I'm having such a time of it. Like, I'm going to be in the back seat. Some end up in the trunk and some like are outside the car. So you could be in any one of those locations. You're just not in the driver's seat right now. So another being is driving your car, which means another being is actually could be having these dreams, could be the one that's having these experiences. And you're also there. So you're witness to it, But because you were taught in this reality that what you hear and see is what is real and you believe is true, that's why this is so like critical that we take a look at that. So we can lock you down, lock your body down. So there's no portals, nothing else is going in and out, no back doors, no one's hiding out and is going to come back in because they did that on me. And I got, I figured that out and we stopped that from happening as well. Normally, the last one in gets to keep the body. However, you're currently the first one in since the original left and you were the next one in after it. So I negotiate with those other ones after you. If you choose to keep this body and continue this lifetime right now. So you have choice. And then what we do is we go ahead and negotiate out the other ones and we lock it down and put you in the driver's seat. So you have you, your body, your aura, your reality, like it's all you, all your frequency. Yeah. Didn't see that one coming, did you?
I kind of had some feelings because I'm very strong-willed, and so I've been in the driver's seat a lot with my work and everything. And retiring, I just like you say, I you know my girlfriend drives a lot of the time over me, and I've always driven, and it's like it's like I've kind of just went. It's time for me. It's time
Yes.
for me to be me.
Yes.
So
Awesome.
Quick question, Susan. When you're talking about with, like different beings and stuff coming in the body, does this manifest itself as I've been number of different people this lifetime? Like I constantly catch myself saying, I've had at least 12, 15 different lifetimes in this one alone. Very distinct. I mean, I'm not talking like maybe sort of kind of very distinct. Like I was this person at this time. I'm now somebody completely different. I'm somebody completely different, somebody completely different, somebody completely different. Is that what this is? Is it beings leaving the body? Or is that different beings coming in and out?
It could be. That would be a great question to ask your body. It could also be like Bethany and I discovered that we signed up, we were like overachievers,
Yeah.
up there, and we were asked, hey, instead of doing this one lifetime after one lifetime, like, what would you like to go get like 5 to 8 out of the way and we'll
Do it
get
all
you.
in. Interesting. That's interesting.
So we
How
were
do I
like,
find that out?
yeah,
I don't have communication with my beings like you do. I'm deaf. I have nothing.
now you're
I
gonna
don't hear
muscle
anybody. I don't see anybody. I get nothing.
you're gonna
You
muscle
got it.
through.
And
You
I
got all
don't
the.
trust it. It lies to me. It lies to me. I don't trust it. I can't trust it completely.
Well,
For
okay.
something like this, I can, but like for like regular day-to-day stuff, it's not consistent.
Okay. So if you've decided that, then you're right.
It's a fact. I mean, that's not a decision.
No,
It is what it is. I mean,
right. Until it isn't. And then it can be something else. You're in conclusion again, Kel. You're not in the question. You've
am I in
got to be in
conclusion
the.
or am I being delusion? Like, I mean, I don't get this. Like, I can't do both.
A conclusion is when you make a statement. Sometimes a conclusion also has a judgment attached. So that's where you've made something wrong or right. A question is, so now that I'm aware of this, right? Truth, is it that there are other beings having lifetimes in my body? Yes or no? Truth, is it that I'm signed up for multiple lifetimes in this lifetime at this time? Yeah. And then you get your yes and your no, and then you can go on to the next set of questions to ask.
But I mean, to me, like questions like this are inconsequential. I mean, this is nice to know, but it doesn't help me in my day-to-day life. Like when I ask it day-to-day life questions, it lies to me. It'll
Well,
straight up tell me, yes, go do this, go do that, whatever, and then it's totally wrong. I mean, I don't understand.
So when you ask it to, if you should go do something, the question is, will this create the most benevolent outcome?
Okay.
That's the magic. So, because that has to be a part of your question in order to get the direction to create the most benevolent outcome. If you use, if is doing this or going here in my highest and best, okay, it may be in the highest and best for somebody else, but that doesn't include you. So that's why we use the most benevolent outcome for me. Give those a try and keep us posted and let us know
Okay.
like what is going on. Cool.
That makes a little more sense.
Great.
Great.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So Bill, you're like, I'm done, over and out. Girlfriend, drive the car. I'm gonna be in the passenger seat. I'm done.
Well, it's something for me because I mean it's been a pretty mundane life, and it's like, why would anybody want to come and walk with me? Well, unless I'm fishing, then it's cool.
Then that's the exception.
That's where I'm most spiritual.
Yeah, fishing is a whole different ballgame. But I hear you use the word want. And do you know the definition of the word want?
Want, well, the definition I would see is that that's something that you're projecting out, that you're looking for.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I now granted, there's not a lot of people, Zinka and Kel have known me from before, but if you saw me 2 years ago, I'm totally in a different realm, in a different space. I want to move up. I want my vibrations to climb.
So we're counting the wants. Bethany's a great counter. I want to move up. I want to climb. So the real definition of the word want is lack, less than, and not enough. So if you want something, if you want to move up, if you want more, you're actually saying to the universe, to God, to the molecules, because every molecule has consciousness, I lack moving up. I lack something higher. And when you want something, you can't have it now because the want is always in your future. But we were taught as kids, what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want for dinner? What do you want to do this weekend? Like there's a whole thing about, it's my 4-letter word. People go, do you swear? I go, I sure do. It's my 4-letter word, want. Do not say that. That has to be eliminated from everybody's vocabulary. Want is the largest limitation that we have, that even in the face of total awareness, we still continue to use it unconsciously. And then we're not even willing to acknowledge it when we get called out on it.
Yeah.
So I've had to stop recordings, let Zoom process it, get back on and replay it for clients because they're like, there is no way I said what. And I'm like, yeah, you did. So we played it again and they're like, I had no, like, it was like during the, like they had no recollection. They could not recall it. It was so subliminally programmed in. So that word has to go. I am and I have. The only moment you have available to you and the one you create in is right now, the present moment. When you talk about past and you bring it up and you start to create your present moment based on the past, that's low vibrational frequency. And the future is where concern and worry comes in. So if you start worrying and have concern about future, where am I going? What am I doing? What's next? Do I have my purpose? You know, is this my soul's goal? Boom, that comes in. And then you start trying to create your present moment based on that frequency. And those are all very low frequencies, just above death, versus gratefulness being at the top. So I know you came in with a question about, you know, accessing an area that, you know, you were close to but couldn't quite get there. It's not actually you, Bill.
Meaning it's not
Meaning,
actually.
yeah, there's other beings in the body. And when you go into dream state, somebody else will take over. And there are things like some people aren't, they're not, I don't even know how to put it, like not dominant. You know, there are some men that are very dominant, some men aren't dominant, some men are more submissive. Some men are like, yeah, alpha, omega, but it's more like some people are more like, look, I'll solve this problem. They're problem solvers. Some people are more like, let's go have a party. They're the fun people. They like to plan the parties and the vacations and the trips. Like some people, you know, each being, each of us has like a different personality. And so we have a different skill set that goes with that. Nothing is right or wrong. It's just that that's what's kind of showing up. Yeah. So when you go in the dream state, which one of you is actually having the dream?
Well, you know, because here's the deal. Which one is actually having the dream? Okay, I remember my dreams. So
That's okay.
that, yeah, and that, well, you usually when I wake up and then they'll fade. But if I'll write something down, I'll, you know, that I don't want to forget. You know, so that is for me, it's like I shouldn't say dominant in a sense of, hey, this is how it's going to be because I always listen to people. But
Sure.
90% of the time, if we're doing something, normally I'm the one that's like at
The
work.
leader, the leader.
Yeah, but at, you know, personal, a lot of times I let someone else take the role because they're more suited for it.
Sure. So even though you're not in the driver's seat, that doesn't mean you're not aware and witness to. So you can remember the dreams, you can write them down, you can feel like you've experienced them, but not having been the initiator of them.
That's difficult for me to accept because there's a lot of times in my dreams I project it out there. What I want to see, what I want to do. Not all the time, but there's a lot of times I can project. Yeah.
So every time you use the word want, you're actually signaling that you're not able to do it, have it, be it.
Well, yeah. And you have to say, I am the one that I feel is controlling it with my personal being.
Yeah, that's, well, we can muscle test it and ask. That would be a great question to muscle test.
Mm-hmm.
So truth, so when you get back in, so truth, was that number 7? Was that number 7's dream? Like take the you out of it and just designate you as 7. Truth was that number 3's dream. Truth was that number 6's dream. Truth was that number 5's projection.
I'm just, well, like you're saying, I'm just hoping maybe number 6 will give me the lotto numbers, and then that'd be really good.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
So, no, I see. I see where you're going. I mean, I'd like to expand it with you. You and I will have to talk, because I know where I am at right now is the best place I've been since I can't remember, of how I feel about myself and how I feel about where I'm at, how I feel about the people I'm involved with.
I'm
that
glad. I'm glad number 3 that you feel that way. Because I'm talking with number 3. We'll find out what number 7's doing when we get number 7 in the driver's seat. I know it's a lot.
Yeah.
You came in with a loaded question, my friend. And it was like, I could see you going off on this tangent like this. And I was like, let's get some clarity for you. And that was the target, was to get you the clarity that you didn't have. Because there was you're taught that what you dream about is yours. You're taught that what you think about belongs to you. Those aren't actually true. In fact, there's an entire body of research and awarenesses that are going to create a conscious education system, because we're not educating our kids with consciousness.
No.
Yeah. So you can go to my website. It's susanshatzer.com, my first and last name.com. Bill, and anyone else, if you're on YouTube or you're on here with me, and it's a no-cost consultation. Let's get together. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's happening. Let's
Okay.
get to the bottom. Yeah. Let's get this squared away.
So it's just your name.com.
Yeah. Super easy. Susan, SUSAN, Shatzer,
Yep.
SHATZER.com.
Cool.
I look forward to seeing you on my schedule, Bill. We're going to have a good time. In fact, I'm going to save your paper so we can continue on in the future together.
Yes.
I love it. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for being vulnerable. Thank you for asking the questions that you did. Thank you for allowing us to go into new uncharted territories with you. Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey.
We love you, Bill. Awesome. Susan, you are next if you have the camera, otherwise Diane, and that is it. So, okay, Susan's here.
Okay, cool. Did you see? I can't read these.
All right, what's going on,
I don't know.
Susan?
Oh, okay. Hi. Oh, by the way, I'm left-handed too.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it.
You knew that? I just had to say that. Just wanted to be in the club. Okay, so I tried to keep a simplified question.
Okay.
So I am so ready to quantum leap. I feel like I am right at the precipice, there. And I'm in my 9-year, 11/1 is my birthday, 9-year completion. I mean, it's time. How do I quantum leap when I know there's this commitment thing and I just want to anchor it?
Anchor what? Your commitment?
Yeah, just anchor it, right? So that I can maintain it and hold it. You know what I mean? It's just getting past that. And that I feel that is a root of a lot of things for me, to kind of be taking these next steps, because a lot of things are falling through the cracks. So in follow through, which is lack of commitment.
It's a belief you have that's holding you back.
Yeah. And I recently did some work, and I came up with not worthy, self-sabotage, and self-worth with judgment.
Check, check, check.
I got it though. That's good.
Yeah, you did. You did. Did you use your pendulum?
I use my pendulum, and I also was like tapping into asking myself further questions that
Nice.
I'm learning so much to just listen to my body's truth. And then the pendulum just kind of like, yeah, you were right. Trust it.
Yeah. Yes.
So I'm
Yeah.
really mastering that well.
That is so cool. So Susan is in my small groups, and we meet twice a month. And one of the big things that we talk about are wins. So a win is like anything that you've had throughout the last 2 weeks, because we meet every 2 weeks, twice a month, that was like out of the ordinary or just happened to show up, but it could have been something you were asking for or you manifested. It could be an awareness you have, like it could be something you have been working on for a while. It could be anything. And when we first started working together, people would have like a win to share. And then all of a sudden, in that second month, Susan comes in with these stackable wins. And she's like, and then this, and then this. I'm like, oh my goodness, and then this. So it quantifies. The more people we get together, it quantifies, what takes place. So like each of you came in with like one big problem, but you got cleared from everybody's. So you received more than you came in with, which is awesome because all your cups now have less and less stuff inside, more and more space for you to invite in that which you like to have into your life. So yeah, the programming that you're talking about, Susan, did you ask Truth, does this belong to me?
Actually, no, I didn't, because this is now reminding me, right? And so, yeah, because you did a lot of great clearing on me on those front door, back doors. Like we got those extra portals out. And so now, like I tested it again, it's not there. Great. But there might be one other being in there that there's one. So like, we really condensed it and consolidated out that it's me, right? Now
Well,
there's this.
you can always invite someone else in.
Right.
It's like when we ask for help. So we're infinite beings, like we've been here for the life of the universe. Like, is there anything we actually need help with? No, right? But you were taught that you did, that you didn't know enough or you weren't good enough. And you need someone else to help you with that. And so there are plenty of beings that are here that are disembodied that are like, oh, you need help with your taxes? I used to be a bookkeeper. I'll help you. Bing. You need help with your business? Bing. And from one, now there's two. So yeah, and you know how to get rid of that one. So you've got that going on. So I would go ahead and ask those things that you're talking about if they belong to you, Susan. And what happens is if you get a yes, it belongs to you. It's like originally belongs to me. Because when you get that you got a yes, say for unworthiness that you had mentioned, when you designate that as yours, because you said these are the things I have, okay, then you took it on as yours. So you're going to get a yes, it belongs to you. So you go ahead and add originally. So was this originally my thought? Is this originally my belief? Is this originally my judgment? Whatever it happens to be on what you have. And then you can kind of take that to the next step with where you're going. So she was asking about, anchoring down. You just commanded into anchoring down. Yeah, like you're just having it. It's like poverty consciousness and wealth consciousness. Poverty consciousness is I want, I lack, I don't have, I need more. Wealth consciousness is like, I'll have that, and I will have that next, and I will have that after that. So you're just going to have the anchoring that's required, and you're going to have the expansion necessary. Nice. Thank you for your question.
Thank you. Actually, I did reframe that today. And was so self-aware. I caught myself doing that lack and I was like, oh no, no, no. And I really like went there today. So I was proud of myself for catching that and
Yes.
reframing it. I really was. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's more like routine and habitual because we have to constantly learn to reframe it from this patterning.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just asked that one question with worthiness and it's not me. Not my original, not my original. Woo,
Right.
woo, woo. Right.
Yes.
So Susan standing in her power, right? Step aside.
Yes. Yes, sister. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So you can tell we have so much fun, everybody together when we meet up. So if you haven't joined a group, you need to get on my thing. Come have a
Susan's
conversation.
power hour is beyond power. I mean, and with Bethany's holy shiftness in her, wow, you get like
Yeah.
trifectas.
Yes. Yes. Because to us, it's like if it's not fun, we have to fix it.
Yeah.
You know, life is like way too intense. You know, we were Gen X.
Mhm.
You know, we're still traumatized by our playground equipment.
We were having to talk about that a few days ago. Like, you know, sliding down the slide, you literally got burned. You know, you remember those metal slides, you'd slide down it and you'd be in your shorts and it's just like you're on fire. Just sliding down the slide is hilarious.
So that's why it's got to be fun for us.
Yes.
Thank you.
You
You're
are the
welcome.
last one. Thank you so much, Susan.
Bye,
Great
Susan.
Thank you. Grateful.
Yes, glad we're getting so empowered tonight. Diane, welcome, welcome. Great to see you.
Hello, beautiful.
Here. Hey there. I'm so happy I came on. I forgot about it. And then anyway, here we are. What you were talking with Bill about blew my mind because I've known about walk-ins and all that, but not to the extent that you guys were talking. And it brought so much ease into my body because I always had this intense, I don't want any of that. I don't want any part of it. Go away. Which, would just shut me down. But so I wanted to thank you for bringing that up. Thank you, Bill. What I'm bringing to my question is I've had so many changes lately. I am not the same person I was even a couple of months ago. And what I'm finding is that I don't have really, I had to kind of look, what question do I have? Because I'm feeling pretty okay about the way things are. Would I like more money? Yes. Do I want to move? Yes. Do I want to, a lot of changes? Yes, want. But I'm okay. So, what is, I believe, still there, and I've been aware of this for many years, is I used to feel as if I was living behind a sheet of glass and I did not have access to life. I would work, I would function and do life, yet I felt like I was separated. And now that that separation is going away, I'm just kind of looking around going, where am I? What is this place? And how can I actually really be here? Because the way I've been doing it has been very painful and separated. So, what's my question?
Well, not necessarily a question like, is there a problem? Because it sounds like you're pretty cool.
Well, I am, and
Awesome.
I,
Because you've been not cool for a
Yeah.
long time.
for a long time.
Yeah, sister. Yes.
Yeah.
So
And
let's have an amen. Because
well,
you're in a cool place right now. Like, let's celebrate that.
woohoo! Yeah.
Yay!
Okay. Yeah. I hear you on that.
Party.
I'm still gonna ask though.
Okay, good.
Um, I'm still. I mean, I finally came to a place. I think it was a lot of ego that I refused to do work that was like beneath me. If I look at all the things I've done over the years, and the money I made, and then to like go do some menial thing, I just was furious about it. And I have finally worked through that, and I'm working at a Wild Birds Unlimited part-time. I get to chat with people about birds, right? And have enlightening conversations with people. And I caretake a lady with Alzheimer's. And those are not things I want to keep doing. They don't like float my boat. Um, Yet lately, a couple of people have been asking me, why aren't you healing people? And I'm like, well, what do you mean? Because they think I'm a healer and that I should be putting my hands on people. And I mean, I'm not opposed to that, but I feel like I'm not, well, I didn't take classes. I didn't learn how to do it. I just instinctively know how to do that.
Yeah, that's how I am.
So,
Yeah. What if you just are that?
well, that's more what it feels like.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to do with it.
You don't have to.
Feel your way into it. Feel your way into it. No right or wrong. Just go with what makes your heart sing and excited. And yeah, get into the flow. Because if it feels good to you and you know, and you enjoy it, then who needs credentials when you have experience?
Right.
Right?
So true that the lady I'm taking care of, I don't have any credentials, but
Well,
I sure do
yeah.
help her in a way that I know a lot of other people wouldn't have that inner, that connection and road.
Exactly. I'd much rather have someone facilitate on me that has experience than that instead of someone that has a long list of all of these doctrinations. I want someone that's gonna, come to me and assist me through their heart because that's what they enjoy, that's what they love. That is so much, received better than someone out of obligation and force. So, maybe just going with your heart and stepping into that is all that is required. All that
It's like,
yeah.
what would be fun for
That's
you?
I mean, that
What would
sounds
be fun for
fun.
you, Diane?
Wow, the
Yeah,
more I'm myself, the more that is fun, just being myself.
there you go.
And that's exactly what I came up with in the purpose lab I just finished. My purpose, right, Zenka? I did say it, be myself.
Yeah,
Huh.
And you're
there it is.
such a cool person. Like, I love your personality. I love your abilities. I love your curiosity. I love your mind. Like, more of Diane. Like, keep going. The world needs you because we were born with very peculiar nuances, and there's no two people alike. So the world wants to know all of you. We don't want to miss out on this. You
You
know?
know, I'm getting this picture of like an older woman in the South, and she's just a regular mom and a grandma, and she just does her life, grows her vegetables, and every now and then someone comes over and says, I'm just not feeling well. And she puts her hands on them and talks to them and loves them, and that's that.
That's powerful.
And I'm
That
like going, oh my God, yeah, that resonates with me.
yeah.
Do you like gardening?
I do, yeah.
Are you in the South?
No, that's funny I said that.
Oh.
I'm in the Northwest.
I was fixing to come over and have some cornbread with you.
Oh, I would love that. Oh man. No,
And Diane, Bethany went through the Purpose Lab, and she was like, all right. And this was two people did this. One girl put up one flyer, and all of a sudden people came to her, and Bethany put up one website, simple, basic website. And all of a sudden she got random people she'd never met, like, as her clients. So it's like her joy and her, like, it resonated with someone else and just like started, so maybe you just say, yeah, I'm a healer, and you could just start small, with your neighbor or this or that, or doing it for free or doing it for pay. I mean, who knows? But it's cool. Like, if you know you're a healer, you're a healer.
Mhm. And just stepping into the excitement of just allowing to operate from your authentic self and through your heart without having, yes, it's can be kind of, scary stepping into the unknown, but just stepping in through your heart to share your love with whomever it's priceless, and it's so much fun. And so, yeah, do it, girl. You got it. Do it. Do
Thank you,
it.
everybody. And you just said again, the part that for me in a way has been missing is the love. Because if I'm not if it's not going through the love,
That's it.
it kind of is the wheel isn't turning right. It's not, and
And
then I'm out of the way. It's just
and that love frequency, it will ripple out. So when you step out and you're with your client and you're operating from that bandwidth, from that frequency, it's a ripple effect. They there will feel it, and guess what? When they step out into, the collective, they're going to share that same vibration of love, baby. So you are healing, you are feeling, and you are being magnetic, and woo,
oh,
changing
girl,
the world.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. This
Yeah.
is wonderful. Yeah, I
Yeah.
look forward to more times together.
All right.
Awesome. Well, Susan, Bethany, it's so great to hang tonight. And thanks for giving these awarenesses to us. Yeah, it's so great. Thanks for everyone who got healed tonight and had the courage to stand up here, because I identified with each and every one of you, of course. So it's really cool. Thanks for all the love and messages, and yeah, thanks for pulling that string out, so the things that we don't need can just collapse. So love is in the air.
Love is in the air.
Or anybody
Zinka,
who wants to work with Susan or learn more, you can go to susanshatzer.com and book a 30-minute consultation, free consultation, to get a handle on where you're at and what's possible next.
Zinka, one thing. When you
Yes.
said you lost your
Love it. Thank you,
glasses, I
YouTube
got
land.
a big thing on a couch. So check wherever you have couches, check your couches.
Thank you,
And I
Beth.
want to say it's a green couch
It's
for who
annoying.
has
Like,
green
I've
couches.
turned all the beds upside down, so it must be the couch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's gotta be the couch.
You lost your glasses.
Yeah, me in the other corner.
Susan, any final words?
It has been an honor. This is our last one this year for our quarterly get-togethers in 2026. So you people right here, right now, you are getting the newest, the hottest, the most recent awarenesses and knowledge and wisdom and frequencies, that Bethany and I have been picking up on. And, Bethany came here to visit, for 2 weeks, and
I've been here almost a month.
I know you guys have just so much fun. It's just contagious. Like, the fun vibes are like.
she hasn't left.
Play.
She's still here.
I'm here. Hey, now I have confirmed and booked. My flight is supposed to go home tomorrow. So yes.
Yeah, we've heard that before.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, I gotta go.
It's okay though. It's just
That's just how
we're
we
just-
do it.
Yeah. If it's not
Diane,
fun,
are you in an RV?
Huh?
Oh, sorry, Susan. I was asking Diane if she was in an RV. She looks like she's in an RV.
Yes, I am.
I lived in one for 2.5 years. I get that panorama there. Yours is much nicer than mine.
It is a nice one. Yeah. Thanks. You're not
Mine's
in
an
one
'04.
anymore.
No, no, 2.5 years was enough.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. My time will come.
I love you all, and I am so blessed to be able to be here tonight. Thank you, everybody, for
Okay.
showing up and being here.
Mwah.
Love you.
See you guys soon. Ciao, ciao. Bye.